Someone is counting. Good one. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Someone is counting. Good one. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. What's happening here? What's happening here? You know, guys, South Africans are so fed up with Ramaphosa that even a video like this actually pissed off the people. I went on social media yesterday and I saw people were talking about Ramaphosa gymming. And I was like, what? Ramaphosa gymming? Let me see what these people are talking about. Then I saw this video and somehow South Africans were pissed off with Ramaphosa to say, yeah, how do you have time to do all of those cardios when our country is falling? You are busy having fun while the citizens of this country are suffering. How dare you, Mr. President? How dare you? And I must say that this is a response that is expected from the citizens of this country because, guys, to be honest, the South Africans are fed up. South Africans are fed up with everything that is happening in this country. South Africans are feeling like there is not a leader in this country. And Ramaphosa has basically refused to lead this country. I mean, yesterday I did a video. And on that video, one of the things that I said was that Ramaphosa has given up as the president of the country. You saw that speech that Ramaphosa did after the NEC meeting. You could see that the president has totally given up. I'm sure that Ramaphosa right now is waiting for his time to end so that he can stop dealing with these South Africans that are bothering him every day. This guy is a millionaire, he's a billionaire, they say. And I don't think that he wants to continue to live with the stress of being insulted, of being criticized by South Africans. I think that Ramaphosa has totally given up as the president of the country. And because we have a president of the country that has totally given up at the time where the country needs the leader the most, even when the video of the president is out where he's basically gymming, because this is what the president is doing right now. He's basically gymming, but South Africans are fed up. They are fed up. But anyway, guys, this is not the reason why I made this episode. I made this episode because I want to touch back on Fikile Mbalula and Brown Mogotsi. You know, guys, there's been a lot of back and forth between Fikile Mbalula and Brown Mogotsi, and I think that Fikile Mbalula did a big mistake by picking up a fight with a guy who basically has nothing to lose. Brown Mogotsi has nothing to lose. And somehow Fikile Mbalula gave this guy a name. Now, the mainstream media is busy interviewing Brown Mogotsi as if he is somebody that is contributing something to the people of this country. And now Fikile Mbalula is pissed off. So one of the things that Brown Mogotsi has actually said about Fikile Mbalula in his recent interview on Newsroom Africa, this is what he said.
As a member of the ANC, if he accuses me that I should not be a member because I'm linked to Ket, when he was linked, when he is actually linked, they even brought R. Kelly together with Wusi. Yes, he can as well step aside with a convicted criminal. And someone who Ket is not yet convicted, Ket is not found guilty, he is actually arrested for attempted murder. But now, bring the two. Why is it that Brown Mogotsi, I wish you could come to my game. Like,
you know, guys, this is exactly what I said yesterday, that Fikile Mbalula and Brown Mogotsi deserve each other. And I hope with this entertainment that has been happening, because this back and forth between Fikile Mbalula and Brown Mogotsi, it is nothing but entertainment. But if there's one thing that should be learned from Fikile Mbalula and Brown Mogotsi, is the... Hey boy. What do you want? What is it? As I was saying, guys, that if there's one thing that needs to be studied, or if there's a lesson that we should draw from this back and forth between Fikile Mbalula and Brown Mogotsi, is that these people are the same. And these people are the cadres of the ANC. And now we have a situation where the cadres of the ANC are accusing each other of being friends with people that are going around and attempting to kill other people. So this is what the ANC is all about. There is not a better version between Fikile Mbalula and Brown Mogotsi. Fikile Mbalula and Brown Mogotsi are exactly the same.
Hey, man, I can't believe this. I can't believe this.
All right.
Fikile should subject himself and behave like a Secretary General. Where I stay in Mahikeng, the first Secretary General of the ANC, Solomon Chikisoplaki, is a street away from me. He's not the first. He's not the first Secretary General I know. Kalema Motante, Gwedemantashi, they used to be Secretary General. Even yourself, when they said the Secretary was going to speak, you would stop your car and wait. Fikile is always on media, even his spokesperson. I don't know what word to use. She can't address the issues of the African National Congress on the media. Everything, even now, he's looking for my criminal record. Let me tell you. Maybe tomorrow he'll come on media and say, hey, Brown was arrested for assault. Brown was arrested. That's what he'll do. A CEO of the oldest liberation movement in Africa. That's what he'll do. He'll say Brown Mogotsi is not a member. He'll use local mayors and young boys, Bomoremi, Dibo, Rascal, and talk them, I'm not a member. They don't even know my membership, my branch.
I mean, the fact that these people are fighting about who is a member of the ANC and who is not, it is absolutely ridiculous, because I think these people can just go into the system of the ANC so that they can see if Brown Mogotsi is an ANC member or not. Because now, Fikile Mbalula is telling us that, guys, I'm telling you, I'm the Secretary General of the ANC. I'm telling you that Brown Mogotsi is not a member of the ANC. And Brown Mogotsi comes out to say that, Fikile Mbalula, you can say whatever that you want to say, but I am a member of the ANC in good standing. And Fikile Mbalula says, no, you are not a member of the ANC, because the ANC cannot attach themselves with the likes of you, people that are accused of corruption left, right, and center. And Brown Mogotsi says, but Fikile Mbalula, you are the one that actually brought R. Kelly here. You are the one that has been involved in these corruption scandals. You remember that your wife once was accused of benefiting from a 1 billion tender somewhere. So you cannot come out and pretend to be clean. We are all dirty as the members of the ANC. And this is a point that Brown Mogotsi is trying to drive, that we are both guilty in the African National Congress. And now that Fikile Mbalula, his wife, has been mentioned, he's not happy. He's not happy. And now he's saying that he is pursuing a legal action against Brown Mogotsi over alleged defamation of character. So now Fikile Mbalula is not happy. He's not happy. That Brown Mogotsi, how dare you? How can you say that my wife benefited from some tender somewhere? How can you say my brother here in the Free State, I forgot his name, is benefiting from the corruption of the ANC? How dare you call me corrupt as the Secretary General of the ANC? So now I am going to call my lawyers and I am dragging you to the courts. This is where this matter is right now. And Fikile Mbalula, as the Secretary General of the ANC, as the CEO of the ANC, he was never supposed to pick up a fight with a guy like Brown Mogotsi. Brown Mogotsi has been battered by the media and the podcasters on the radio. This guy's name has been trashed through the mud. And instead of allowing that process to continue to discredit Brown Mogotsi, you had to enter, you had to come and defend the name of the ANC and make an example of a guy like Brown Mogotsi. But now Brown Mogotsi is accusing you of things that you didn't even want people to know of. He's accusing you of corruption, the same corruption that you are accusing him of. Now Brown Mogotsi, he's accusing you of that. And Fikile Mbalula is the Secretary General of the ANC. Why would you, as the Secretary General of the party, be busy with a back and forth with somebody that is not even in the provincial legislature or anything? Why would you do that as the Secretary General of the party? It makes no sense. So now Fikile Mbalula is threatening legal action against Brown Mogotsi and saying that Brown Mogotsi is bettering his character.
The only person in the ANC constitution who account about membership, it's me, as the Secretary General. Who is Brown Mogotsi to claim membership of the ANC when I'm telling him that he's not a member? And he says that he's a member. You can believe him as far as you can. The ANC statutes and constitution are clear that the Secretary General you pass here about your membership. I account to the National Executive Committee, to conference, to the officials and everybody else. And I have done the work and with my branch in Northwest, with the province. The guy is not a member. So who else is going to impose him or herself to the organization? There's nobody. He's not a member. And we've got no business of taking him anywhere because he's not a member of the ANC. And that is it. He's an associate. You know, he's a hangers-on. So hangers-on of leaders. In the story about generations, what the leader. Thank you very much.
Just in terms of the personal things that he has said about you, will you be taking action? How do you respond to
Of course, it's obvious. There's nothing I can say to you about the things he have said, which are false. So my lawyers are busy with him in terms of defamatory action. He will have to prove in court. I don't have any other recourse. How do you deal with a thug which deviate from the real issue? The real issue is about his membership, which he does not have, of the ANC that he has.
But the guy, during that interview of SABC, he did say that he has a membership with the ANC, and that membership of his is only expiring at the end of October. This is what Brown Mogotsi says. And Fikile Mbalula says, no, you don't have a membership. So who is lying? Who is lying? And why is Fikile Mbalula so adamant on the fact that Brown Mogotsi is not a member of the ANC because Brown Mogotsi is corrupt and this is not who we are as the African National Congress? I mean, everybody knows who you people are in the African National Congress. We know exactly of who you people are. So even if you chase away Brown Mogotsi, it is not going to make people look at you different and say that, you know, the ANC is serious about dealing with these cadres that are corrupt. You have a president that has sealed the investigations into Palapal, and you want to pick up a fight with a guy like Brown Mogotsi. You have Paul Mashatile with all million scandals, and none of you guys are doing nothing about it. Nomvula Mkwenyane, nothing is been done. But you want to pick up a fight with a random guy from the African National Congress who is busy pushing his own Ponzi schemes.
Actually expired. So he decided to draw me into thuggery. I'm not going to do that. I will deal with him through the courts, which is permissible in our country. He must then come to court and prove all those things he has talked about in a court of law, where a competent court of law will listen to both my side and his side about the allegations that he's making about. He did not even say allegations. He stated them as fact. So where have they been tested? Those particular issues that he's talking about, newspapers.
And I hope that Fikile Mbalula is right, because this defamation lawsuit that he's bringing against Brown Mogotsi, it might actually be his downfall. Because if Brown Mogotsi actually has evidence of Fikile Mbalula and his wife being corrupt, then Fikile Mbalula is done for. And we know that Fikile Mbalula is working to becoming the president of the ANC. The race for the presidency of the ANC has already started. You see people like Panyaza Lesufi, the kind of statements that Fikile Mbalula is making, the likes of Paul Mashatile. The race has already begun. And we know for a fact that Fikile Mbalula is part of those people that actually wants to lead the ANC in the future. As for Senzo Mchunu has been put on the side. General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi destroyed any hopes of Senzo Mchunu actually becoming the leader of the ANC. So now we have Fikile Mbalula and we have Panyaza Lesufi and we also have Paul Mashatile. And between those three, one is actually going to lead the ANC. So I hope that Fikile Mbalula knows exactly what he's talking about. Because if Brown Mogotsi is telling the truth, about the allegations of corruption against Fikile Mbalula and his family, then Fikile Mbalula can forget about becoming the president of the African National Congress. He might as well forget. He might as well forget. I hope that this is something that he actually thought clearly about. I hope so, if he wants to continue being in the prominent positions in the ANC. I hope that he did. Because sometimes you can drag somebody like Brown Mogotsi and he can take you down with him. We already know that Brown Mogotsi is going down. If we lived in a sane country, Brown Mogotsi would be behind bars with his friend Ket Matlala. If we lived in a sane country. But right now, we are looking at the situation where Brown Mogotsi potentially might take Fikile Mbalula down with him. This is what is happening. I don't know, guys. So those are just my thoughts. And this is just an entertainment part of politics, guys. I know that in this country, we are dealing with pressing matters. We are dealing with issues that are basically depressing. But thank God that we have Fikile Mbalula and Brown Mogotsi to entertain us amid this storm that we are going through as the country. What are your thoughts, guys? Do you think that there is something of value that Brown Mogotsi said about Fikile Mbalula, or do you think that Fikile Mbalula is telling the truth about Brown Mogotsi? I don't know. What are your thoughts? Please tell me in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the like button at the most important part. Subscribe. My name is Thomas Maba, so I will see you next time. Bye-bye.